Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance, 41st week from 10th October to 16th October. The first issue, Sikkim Chief Minister Pawan Kumar Chamling demanded peace bonus. You may ask what is meant by peace bonus? Because Sikkim is known for peace, no militancy, no insurgency, no violence. That's why Sikkim Chief Minister stated that peace bonus should be given by the centre. Look into the next one. Managing Committee of the Indian Banks Association elected Rajiv Rishi as the chairman of IBA for the year 2016-17. You may ask what is meant by Indian Banks Association. Indian Banks Association represents the management of various banks and it was established in the year 1946. And for the year 2016-17, CMD of Central Bank of India, Rajiv Rishi, was chosen as the chairman. FinTech, most of the times we are hearing news about FinTech. Recently, State Bank of India partnered with IIT Kharagpur, and the meaning of a FinTech is the use of technology to deliver all kinds of financial services. And the common areas in FinTech include, one is the fundraising, then lending, borrowing and mobile payments, and developing various products so as to facilitate these type of transactions is known as FinTech. And recently, peer-to-peer lending, P2P lending. This is in the news, this peer-to-peer lending, digital wallets, all of you are familiar with Airtel Money and similar instruments. So, these are all possible because of financial technology or FinTech revolution. So, if someone talks about FinTech, the meaning is use of technology to deliver all kinds of financial services. Look into the next one. Reliance Jio claimed that it created the world record with 16 million subscribers in the first month of its operations. Reliance Jio stated that it is the world record, and there is controversy going on with regard to the interconnection of Reliance Jio with other telecom operators. Reliance Jio complained against other telecom operators that sufficient interconnection is not being given by other telecom operators like Airtel, Vodafone, Idea. So, anyhow, Reliance Jio created history with 16 million connections in the first month of its operations. Government notified fixed term employment in apparel sector, textile and apparel sector, fixed term employment. Here, the existing labour laws will not be applicable. Recently, Labour Ministry has notified amendments to the Industrial Employment Standing Orders, and now the management of the textile and apparel sector can engage employees on fixed term basis. That means whenever the employer felt necessary, they can hire, and whenever the employer felt not necessary, they can fire the employees, and unions opposed the move. And in fact, this is a part of rupees 6,000 crore package for the textile sector. In recent times, countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam inched ahead in textile exports, and government wants to bring back the glory for textile exports. That's why in textile sector, government started this fixed term employment. So, if someone talks about fixed term employment, please don't forget textiles and apparel sector. Look into the next one. The first international arbitration center was inaugurated in Mumbai, and places like Singapore are famous for arbitration. And now Mumbai Center for International Arbitration was recently inaugurated by the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. So, Maharashtra became the first state in the country to have institutional mechanism for arbitration. This is very, very important. Country's first medical park or Medipark will come up at Changalpat near Chennai in Tamil Nadu. and this will be executed as a special purpose vehicle with HLL Lifecare Limited as 50% stakeholder, and it will be the first medical devices manufacturing park in the country. Union Cabinet approved Exim Bank of India entering into Memorandum of Understanding on General Cooperation with NDB. NDB is nothing but BRICS Bank, and it is headquartered in Shanghai, China. Please don't forget, AIIB is headquartered in Beijing, whereas New Development Bank or NDB or BRICS Bank is headquartered in Shanghai. And at the same time, please don't forget, recently BRICS countries took a decision to start contingent reserve arrangement. Contingent reserve arrangement will supplement the countries with regard to balance of payments problems. Already, to take care of balance of payments problems, International Monetary Fund is there, and this contingent reserve arrangement of BRICS countries will supplement with regard to balance of payment problems. And here, New Development Bank and Exim Bank entered into Memorandum of Understanding on General Cooperation, and this MOU signed through the BRICS Interbank Cooperation Mechanism, and it will enhance trade and economic relations among the BRICS nations and enterprises. Centre has given rupees 500 crore from Nirbhaya Fund, and for the safety of women, this Nirbhaya Fund was created after the unfortunate incident in Delhi in the year 2012. Then this fund is maintained by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. This is one part of the story, and recently central government has given 500 crore from Nirbhaya Fund to Indian Railways for installing CCTV cameras. And at the same time, central government has also given rupees 1125 crores for the establishment of bio toilets in trains. And establishment of bio toilets in the trains will make trains discharge free onto the tracks. Human waste will not be discharged onto the tracks, and Indian Railways wants to convert all the toilets in trains as bio toilets by September 2019. This is part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Look into the next one. Minister for Power Piyush Goyal recently stated that all the villages in the country will have access to electricity by May 2017. And our Prime Minister, while addressing the nation on Independence Day in 2015, stated that all the villages will have access to electricity in the country within 1000 days. And if you calculate 1000 days from August 2015, the target date is May 2018. But the Power Minister Piyush Goyal recently stated that by May 2017, all the villages will have access to electricity. Amblin Partners, this is promoted by famous Hollywood filmmaker Steven Spielberg. Amblin Partners and Reliance Group headed by Anil Ambani. Amblin Partners and Reliance Group signed a strategic alliance with China's Alibaba Group. One of the founder of Alibaba is Jack Ma, and Amblin Partners, Reliance Group and Alibaba Group came together to co-produce and finance films for global and Chinese filmmakers. Look into the next one. Union Cabinet approved Memorandum of Understanding between India and African Asian Rural Development Organization. Basically, it is for capacity building programs in the field of rural development. You may ask, what is meant by AARTO? It is African Asian Rural Development Organization. with headquarters in New Delhi, established in the year 1962, basically to promote cooperation among the countries of the African Asian region in eradicating hunger, then poverty, illiteracy and disease in the region. And currently it has 31 members. Look into the next one. Union government has made Aadhaar card mandatory for availing cooking gas subsidies from November 2016. Out of 18 crore LPG connections in the country, more than 16 crore are getting LPG subsidy through direct benefit transfer, and government has made Aadhaar mandatory for availing cooking gas subsidy from November 2016. And please don't forget, Aadhaar is 12-digit unique number issued by Unique Identification Authority of India. ONGC Videsh Limited will buy 11% stake in JSC Vankorneft, and Rosneft is the national oil company of Russia. Please don't forget. Internal Working Group on rationalization of a branch authorization policy. This is headed by Lili Vadera, and recently the internal group proposed certain easing norms to qualify as a bank branch. And all of you are well aware, banks have got a mandatory requirement of opening 25% branches in rural areas. And in the banking parlance, the areas with population up to 9,999 are categorized as rural areas, and branches opened in these villages are considered as rural branches. And now the committee have gave certain recommendations so as to qualify as a rural branch. Here, bank branches manned by business correspondents for at least 4 hours for 5 days a week will be treated as full service branch. These are only recommendations. RBI is yet to take final decision, and this internal working group was headed by Lili Vadera. Please don't forget. All the Archaeological Survey of India protected historical monuments and archaeological sites have been declared as polythene free zones. And from these sites, up to 300 meters, the zone will be polythene free. And please don't forget, Archaeological Survey of India is under the Ministry of Culture. That is one aspect. And Ministry of Culture issued advisory to all the state governments, union territories to support Archaeological Survey of India's mission in keeping monuments polythene free up to 300 meters. And recently, another important aspect is 25 Adarsh monuments were ranked by Archaeological Survey of India recently, and out of these 25 Adarsh monuments, Rani Ki Vav in Gujarat was awarded the cleanest place. And you may ask, where is Rani Ki Vav? Rani Ki Vav was built in 11th century and is in Patan district of Gujarat. Look into the next one. Maharashtra government has allocated 40.68 hectare land to the Department of Atomic Energy to build LIGO India project at Dudhala village in Hingoli district. In India, this LIGO project will come up when our Prime Minister visited USA. India and USA signed a Memorandum of Understanding basically between departments, Department of Atomic Energy in India and National Science Foundation of United States of America. There was Memorandum of Understanding signed between these two entities to set up LIGO laboratory in India. LIGO is basically to detect gravitational waves, and full form of LIGO is the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. The Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. And in India, this LIGO project will come in Maharashtra. Then the institutions associated with the LIGO project are 3 institutions. Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology, Indore. Then Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, Pune. then Institute for Plasma Research, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. These things please don't forget. And IEA, International Energy Agency, is going to partner with India to implement Ujala-like initiative globally. Ujala is nothing but Unnat Jyoti by affordable LEDs for all. Ujala is Unnat Jyoti by affordable LEDs for all, and this Ujala program in our country is implemented by EESL. This is Energy Efficiency Services Limited. This was established by the public sector undertakings under the Ministry of Power. This is one part. And International Energy Agency is the agency based in Paris, and International Energy Agency will partner with India to implement Ujala like energy efficiency initiative. And the purpose of Ujala in our country is to replace 77 crore incandescent bulbs with LEDs by 2019. And please look into this slide. This is incandescent bulb, CFL bulb, LED bulb. LED consume half the energy in comparison to CFL, and at the same time LEDs consume almost 1/10 of that of incandescent bulb for same luminosity, for same light. The energy consumption is just 1/10 for LED in comparison to incandescent bulbs. Right? So Ujala is the excellent program if you look at energy efficiency. Bank of Baroda announced PV Sindhu, Kidambi Srikkanth, famous badminton players. PV Sindhu is a silver medalist in Rio de Janeiro Olympics. Kidambi Srikkanth, these two players will be brand ambassadors for Bank of Baroda, and Public Sector Bank signed 3-year deal with both the players. And for Bank of Baroda, this is the only second instance of sports persons as brand ambassadors after the former test cricketer Rahul Dravid. And PV Sindhu renewed her partnership with the management company Baseline Ventures, and at the same time she already signed as brand ambassador for Vizag Steel. These things don't forget. Look into the next one. Longest reigning monarch in the world, Bhumibol Adulyadej, died recently at the age of 88, and he ascended the throne in 1946, and he was the king for around 70 years. So, if someone talks about the longest reigning monarch in the world who died recently, he is Bhumibol Adulyadej, right? Look into the next one. Scotland is planning to go for new independence referendum in case its demands for more autonomy as well as its demand for stay in Europe's single market are not met. And please don't forget, this United Kingdom has got basically 4 regions. Please look into this slide. England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. And in fact, Scotland is not happy with UK's decision to exit from European Union. That's why they are going for second referendum. In fact, previous referendum was held in 2014. At that time, 55% voted to remain in UK, and let us see how it turns out to be in future. And if someone talks about Scotland, it is in United Kingdom. And if someone talks about Catalonia, there also independence movement is gathering momentum in recent times, and Catalonia is in Spain. Please don't forget, Scotland is the region in United Kingdom, Catalonia is the region in Spain. These things please don't forget. Look into the next one. As per the recent Hurun Rich List, Hurun are the publishers from China, and as per the recent Hurun Rich List, China leads the list of dollar billionaires with 594, ahead of 535 billionaires in United States of America. Now, China is leading the table with more number of billionaires in the world as per Hurun list. India regains the first position in test rankings, and Indian captain Virat Kohli received ICC Test Championship mace recently. And please don't forget, India is leading the table with 115 points, followed by Pakistan with 111. And recently, India defeated New Zealand by 3-0. Look into the next one. Government is planning tunnel at Ujala Pass so as to have all-weather connectivity between Srinagar and Leh. This Srinagar, Kargil, Leh is the highway designated as number 1D. And please look into this. This is Srinagar to Leh, which passes through Kargil. Now government is planning to construct Ujala Pass tunnel. It will be 14-kilometer long tunnel. Once this tunnel is constructed, all-weather connectivity will be ensured between Srinagar and Ladakh. Look into the next one. Samsung, the Korean manufacturer of electronic goods, is in the news recently, and it decided to halt the sale of Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones. And this was tipped to be the alternative to iPhone. Samsung unveiled Galaxy Note 7 in New York on August 2. And there were cases of faulty batteries, smoke and burning of the devices. And finally, Samsung decided to halt production and globally recalled the phones. And the headquarters of Samsung is in South Korea. Please don't forget. Please look into this picture. Several phones of Galaxy Note 7 were damaged with burning as well as smoke. Right? Niti Aayog is vested with important regulations with regard to public sector units. Now power is given to Niti Aayog in 3 aspects. I listed 3 aspects here. That means the power which was previously vested with Department of Investment and Public Asset Management as well as Department of Public Enterprises was somewhat taken away as far as some of the functions are concerned. And 3 important aspects are given to Niti Aayog. One is identifying public sector units for strategic sale. That means selling majority stake from public sector enterprises. Then second one is monitoring the closure of loss-making units. Loss-making public sector enterprises will be closed, and that purpose is also given to Niti Aayog. Third one is approvals to the state-run public enterprises to set up financial joint ventures. So, if one public sector enterprise wants to have joint venture with some other firm, then Niti Aayog's approval is necessary. So, Niti Aayog is becoming powerful day by day, and the powers vested with other departments were somewhat taken out. Right? Look into the next one. Italian satirical dramatist Dario Fo died at the age of 90, and he was the Nobel Prize winner in literature in the year 1997. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated a Shaurya Smarak, that is the war memorial, in Bhopal city, and he also addressed former soldiers and met the family members of martyrs. Look into the last one. To provide price stability and remunerative prices to ethanol suppliers, government approved the mechanism for revision of ethanol price for supply to public sector oil marketing companies. And this ethanol blended program was launched by the government in 2003, basically to promote the use of alternative and environment friendly fuels. And all of you are well aware, we are dependent on foreign countries for our oil supplies. Almost 70 to 80% of our petroleum requirements are met by imports, and so as to reduce the dependence and so as to promote environment friendly fuel, this ethanol blending program was launched in 2003. Right friends, with this let us conclude News at a Glance. Please do join for questions and answers. Have a nice day. Thank you.